Mr. Fueре, today you write a statement. I'll make a quote. It's lacking of logic. How can you support all Bulgarian concerns and make them part of the negotiation process? When some of those concerns are against everything the EU stands for, while others are contrary to the rulings of the European Court of Human Rights. The Commissioner should be ashamed of himself. You think on Vārhēji. Why do you hold such an opinion like this one, Mr. Fueре?
Well, at first, when I read the statement, I thought it was a misquote, but then I saw that it was actually a statement made by the Commissioner, and I was quite shocked because the Commission is not supposed to be taking the side of one member state and ignoring the concerns of the other party in the particular dispute. The Commission, after all, is supposed to be the guarantor of the principles and fundamental values on which the European integration process is based. And this statement by the Commissioner is not at all in keeping with this obligation of the European Commission. So that's why I felt that really it was necessary to react, and I do hope that he will have reconsidered his position in the meantime.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fueре. And another question. Today, the Bulgarian Assembly, the Parliament, approved the French proposal. What are the now Macedonia options and the Union's next steps?
Well, I haven't seen the actual text of what was adopted, but if it is based on the so-called French proposal that was widely circulated, I don't think this is going to help in finding a compromise solution, because it is heavily in favor of the Bulgarian position and not at all taking into account the concerns of the government in North Macedonia and of the country. I think it's also emphasizing and underlining that the European Union seems to be accepting that issues relating to history and language and identity become part of the accession process. And these issues have nothing to do with the criteria set for accession to the European Union and should be dealt with separately. So it puts the government in North Macedonia in a very difficult position. And I do hope that they will impress upon the French diplomacy that this is not the way to find a solution which will enable the negotiations to start with Macedonia. These, yes?
Yeah, but the time is shortening, and what we can do these days, of course, we are not, we said no for a French proposal, and what options we have now?
Well, I would hope that the French would reconsider what they included in their proposal and would make sure that those issues that are contained in the bilateral agreement between Bulgaria and North Macedonia, signed in 2017, which are mentioned in the French proposal, that it be made very clear that those issues can be part of the negotiating framework, excluding those matters relating to history, identity, and language, which are, you cannot negotiate those issues. These are issues that are part of the heart and soul of Macedonian people, of Macedonian citizens of the country. And they were never part of the accession process for all previous negotiations. Between Ireland and Britain, we are still discussing our history, but we're doing it in a non-confrontational manner. We're not imposing vetoes on each other. And I really hope that the Bulgarian politicians would understand that if they want to work in the interests of European integration, they should act and behave as a European Union member state.